back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tour Reviews. Indiana's finally getting cold. It has been warm for a while. For some reason, this has been a very, very warm fall. It's been in the 80s up until about 2 days ago. So it's finally cool enough that I can test out this new heater that I got from Sunfire. This is the SF80 80,000 BTU radiant heater that's supposed to have no smell and no fumes. And we're going to check that out in this video. Let's do it. So let's go over a few things on the heater really quick. I did reach out to Sunfire about this product specifically because one of my customers is a farmer. I walked in a shop one time in the middle of winter last year and it was so warm. He showed me he had two of these basically in the far corners away from each other, and it heated that shop, this huge shop, really well. And that's the first time I ever heard about him. I was going to make a video on his heaters, but it was just too busy in there. Because I think this video would help a lot of people that have a shop or a garage and want to heat it in some way. And be efficient, because this is going to be efficient. It'll run for 10 hours straight on a full tank. So if you use it with a thermostat, because you can put a thermostat on here, battery operated or mechanical, then it's going to regulate. It's going to turn it on, turn it off for you. So that's going to be really cool right there. And it's made in the USA. So I reached out to Sunfire. We talked for a while. And he's like, hey, let me just send you one next winter. So winter's here. Well, winter's not here. Fall is here. And it's been unseasonably warm here in Indiana. That's why I haven't made this video. I've had it for about a month. It's been 85 degrees, 85 degrees every day until about 3 days ago. Now it's finally cooled off to where I can make this video. Let's go over a few things on this really quick. At the front, odorless, which is awesome. It says it's a portable shop heater, which it is as long as you have a 110 hookup. Low noise, we're going to test that with the noise meter. Heavy duty and quick firing even in frigid temps. And you can either use diesel or kerosene. It does come with a 2-year warranty. Runtime 10 hours. Once again, that's a continued 10 hours. That's how they do that test on a full tank. 6-gallon capacity, 85 pounds empty with no fuel in it. It's 26 inches long, 19 3/4 inches wide, and 27 3/4 inches high. This heater is going to be great, like it shows you, for garage, shop, farm. Even if you're just out in construction working and put it in your construction site, as long as you have power, you can turn it on and it should heat up pretty good. This one is the SF80. This is the smallest model they make. This is for 1,900 square feet. We're in a 2-car garage, so actually 3-car. We don't need anything huge for this garage. This should be optimal for what we're wanting to use it for. The top is all stapled. There is tape across it. You can see my knife going across the staples. Another cool thing about this is the maintenance that you have to do on it. They make it so you can buy all the parts, and it's supposed to be very easy to maintain. Because you got to remember, diesel fuel doesn't burn very clean. Kerosene burns cleaner, but it burns faster, so you won't have as long a run time. They know how to package them. So inside here it says, our goal is to give you the ultimate odorless portable shop heater. Thank you. This heater was proudly built for you in Janesville, Wisconsin, which is cool. Oh, wow. This is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be probably about half the size of the box. No, the heater is the box. And they just wrapped a box around it. This is pretty good size, as you guys can see here. Packaged very nicely. Quick start guide. I love those. I like that they put these protectors in the corners because shipping companies like to drop stuff. So that's awesome. Let me get this thing pulled out here. Like I said, it's 85 pounds, but let me get it out of here. I've been having really bad elbow problems, so I'm hoping I can get this out on my own. If I can't, I'll just cut the corners of the box. Pull that out. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Wow, this thing is massive. It does have a handle on the back of it. Hopefully I'm in the center of the camera. So you can pull up. Man, they think of everything. They even have it Velcroed so it stays down. Okay. Because it is on wheels. So now you can just pick it up and you can move it around. Look how big the front of that heater is. Just for instance, I don't have very big hands, but there's my hand in front of it. All right, so let's take a quick peek at this thing before we tear anything off of it. Sunfire 100% tested. This heater has been fired and tested, certified quality and performance. Remove label before running, which we definitely want to do. Maybe. Hopefully it doesn't leave a film around. It'll burn it off anyways. So there's going to be your fuel filter right there. And then fuel gauge. And it does say replace element after first 50 hours of operation and every 300 hours thereafter. You can see it is adjustable. Maybe. I think you probably just turn that. Turn that. Yeah. So you can move it to direct it however you want the heat to go. So they do give a thermostat wire, which is great because I did buy a thermostat for it. And then we got a light over here. This is going to be your thermostat hookup. That's a bypass if you don't want to use a thermostat. Yeah, that's about it. Back here's directions on how to do it. Your on and off. Reset button. So we're going to get this thing going. Okay, so this manual is very in-depth, and this is for all of the heaters. Even it shows you how to do all the maintenance on it, maintenance and service, replacing the burner, shows you how to drain the fuel out the bottom, your fuel filter, obviously. It just shows you everything you ever need for maintenance and service, even how to take it apart and put it back together if you need to do that, as you can see right here. They are very thorough as far as this is concerned, and you can get all the parts that you need, I think, on Sunfire's website. But very, very nice manual. I like the quick start guide. This is the way I like to do stuff. So fill tank, plug in, prime fuel pump, start heater. So you fill the tank, obviously, which we'll do in a minute. This is going to be the primer. It even says fuel primer. You hold it down for 90 seconds or until the tank or the fuel pump becomes quiet. Very nice fittings, hoses, everything. And then if you need support, you just scan it right there. And there's one on the other side also. Let's get some fuel in it. All right, so we're going to put 5 gallons in. That's as big as my container is. And you're going to notice my diesel fuel is red. It's because it's off-road diesel. It's not taxable here in Indiana. Be careful I set this so I'm picking up chips from the floor. It's not taxable, so it's $2.99 a gallon versus I think it's $3.69 right now for regular diesel. But it's red and has a dye in it. But I don't know if I can get this in there without spilling it. I hope I can. As you guys can see, it's red. Okay, so this is one thing I'm confused on already. Is this supposed to be 6 gallons? And maybe it has to, I don't know, maybe there's an air gap or something because it looks like it's full. That's a 5-gallon tank, and I put exactly 5 gallons because it was $2.99 a gallon, and it cost me $15. Yeah, see, it's not showing it's full. But I don't think there's any way I could have fit another gallon in there, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's the way it's sitting on the floor. Either way, let's get it primed up. So as soon as I hook the extension cord up, this light turned on orange. Just FYI, it turns on when you hook it up. I'm going to set the camera up so you guys can see. Hopefully you'll see the red fuel going through that clear line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to prime it. Very, very loud. Still haven't seen any fuel yet. Okay, so there's the fuel. Yep, okay. We should be ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fire it up, but really quick, just so it's out there and you know, it says on initial startup, you may notice a minor trace of white smoke and a light smell. This is completely normal and will dissipate in approximately 15 to 20 minutes after lubricants burn off from the manufacturing process. So we got to remember that. An occasional trace of smoke may occur in the future upon startup or shutdown from fuel residue, but will dissipate quickly. And then warning, heater consumes oxygen. Place heater in an area with proper ventilation for oxygen replenishment. Low oxygen levels can cause physical harm and can start combustion that may cause your heater to shut off. High altitudes can increase the risk. Here we go. I don't know if I'm supposed to hold the button down. Nope, it's a toggle. So it toggles up. I can hear it. Oh, it sounds like a jet engine. I got you guys. There you go. Oh, man. It sounds like a jet engine getting ready to take off. Kind of looks like one, too. You can see the fan in there. Something. I think it's probably a fan in there. Definitely feeling some good heat coming off of it. It's going to take a minute, I'm sure, to get fully going. I do smell a little bit, but it says that's normal. It smells like oil, totally normal. I can feel the heat from the side of it really well. I don't feel nothing from the back, which normal, right? It's pushing straight. So I forgot to do an ambient noise test, but let's test it just with the heater on the decibels. So about 74. When I'm talking, it obviously goes up. So that's not too bad. It's not that loud. It's definitely quieter than like a salamander. Let's check this thing out with an infrared. I can feel the heat from all the way over here. Look at that. I'm trying to hold it steady. You can actually see the hot fumes rising. Let's see how hot it is all the way around it. Wow, that's crazy looking. That is wild. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I just took a picture. But if you notice back here is not warm at all. That is crazy looking. So back here is, normal temperature, basically room temperature. Up here, obviously, you gotta pay attention. My question is it gonna make the ceiling hotter? Yes. No, that's my light. I'm sorry. That's just the light. Let's turn these lights off. So the lights right there. Oh no, it's definitely gonna make the ceiling hotter. But these are only 8-foot ceilings. So I may want to pay attention to that. But yeah, this thing's wild. But man, it is putting off some heat like crazy. But I won't leave this thing unattended running, but it is smoking hot in here right now. So I'm actually getting ready to shut it off. It's 1,000. This thing maxes out at 1,076 degrees. All right, let's shut her down. Okay, the fan is staying running. Look how hot it is. I mean, wow, you guys, that thing puts out an amazing amount of heat. Look what it did to the Sunfire logo. Woo! I'm sweating in here. See how long it takes for it to shut down. This says pull. I don't think I want to. This is cold. That's not warm at all. That's going to be where your warm spot is. Wow, they know how to make them, man. This thing is unbelievable. Still running. It's probably just keeping the fan going. Yes, it is. To cool it all off. And you can definitely smell it burning everything off of it. So I'm going to let this thing shut down. All right, so it ran for about 5 minutes before it completely shut down on its own. I am more than impressed. I've been around a lot of salamanders, propane type heaters, in my years as being a mechanic, and those don't even hold a candle to this thing. This thing is absolutely crazy hot. It is putting out so much heat. That room over there is about 72 degrees now, and this thing ran for like maybe not even 5 minutes at all. Now, I don't have a thermostat on it because thermostat would help it regulate it. My only concern on this whole thing would be the heat that it's putting on my 8-foot ceiling. if I was to let it run constantly. But if I put on a thermostat, it should only run long enough to get it warm in here, and then it shut down. It warmed this room up. I mean, I don't have a thermostat in here, but our thermometer. It's warm in here. I even opened up that side door. It did smoke just a little bit, as you guys saw, hopefully in the video. It fired right up, just like it's supposed to. It primed quickly. Um, you don't want to be near this when it's running. Obviously, if you have children, you want to make sure you keep your children away from this. They don't want to touch this at any time, no matter what. They do a very good job of letting you know, this is going to be hot because it says hot on it. Obviously, you know this is going to be hot, but back here, you could still touch. Even when it was up to temperature, you could touch it no problem at all. I like that it's serviceable. You can do maintenance on it yourself. You can buy the parts. You can change your fuel filter. You can do everything you need to do to it, which is awesome. And Sunfire, you killed it with these heaters. Man, I see why now so many people have these in their barns and stuff, especially farmers, because this is the smallest version. I can imagine what the big version will be like in here. This is actually probably too big for this room, to be honest with you. I think it puts out too much heat for this room. But I'm gonna put a thermostat on it, let it regulate it, and then hopefully it'll just keep it, 60 degrees in here in the wintertime. That's all I really care about more than anything. I may build something or put a piece of metal over the top of it to keep the heat from going all the way to the ceiling, the way it was before. I'm not sure, but this is an incredible, incredible heater. This beats every salamander, propane heater, anything I've ever been around in my career. It puts those to shame. This would be great for a job site. If you're a construction worker building a home. Yes, it's expensive. I know. I'm going to get those comments. But this thing, the build quality of it, made in the USA, is always going to make the price a little bit higher. But it is rigid. I mean, it is tough. It looks great. They did a great job designing it. It works just like it's supposed to. So yes, you're going to pay a pretty penny for it. But if you're somebody that really needs a heater like this in the wintertime in a cold state, you really can't put a price on that. It's way cheaper than a furnace or anything like that. This thing is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. I want to say thank you to Sunfire for sending it out to me. I really do appreciate that. I want to say thank you guys for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Fab family. Would love to have you. See you in the next video.